What makes Steve Jobs one of the most successful entrepreneurs of all time? It's not just about the products he created, but the bold business strategies and visionary mindset he applied to build Apple into a $2 trillion company. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, Steve Jobs has to offer can change the way you approach business and investing. From embracing failure to thinking long-term, Jobs' approach to business can unlock opportunities for sustained growth and industry disruption. In this video, we'll break down the top lessons from Jobs' journey and show you how they can transform your investment strategy. Let's dive in. Think differently. The power of innovation. Steve Jobs' famous mantra, "Think different," wasn't just a marketing slogan. It was the heart of his approach to business. Jobs was obsessed with innovation, constantly pushing the boundaries of what was possible. He didn't follow trends, he created them. Whether it was the iPod, iPhone, or iPad, Jobs didn't just aim to improve existing products. He aimed to reinvent entire industries. For investors, this lesson is crucial. Innovation drives long-term growth. Companies that dare to break from the status quo and disrupt established industries can achieve extraordinary success. Look for investments in companies that are leading innovation rather than merely following it. Jobs showed that being bold, even risky, with new ideas can create massive value. Focus on quality over quantity. One of the most defining aspects of Steve Jobs' leadership was his obsession with quality. He famously rejected the idea of producing cheap, low-quality products, even if it meant slowing down the release cycle. While many tech companies churned out numerous products, Jobs focused on creating a few exceptional products that would redefine the market. For investors, this speaks volumes. Quality always trumps quantity in the long run. Look for businesses that focus on producing superior products and services, even if it means fewer releases. Companies that invest in creating high-quality offerings build strong, lasting brands that attract loyal customers. And that's a recipe for sustained growth and profitability. Have a clear vision. Steve Jobs was known for his laser-focused vision. He had a clear idea of where he wanted to take Apple, and he wasn't afraid to make bold moves to get there. Jobs didn't chase every trend or try to please everyone. Instead, he stuck to his vision of making products that were beautiful, intuitive, and transformative. For investors, this lesson is critical. When evaluating companies, pay attention to their leadership's vision. Does the company have a clear long-term strategy? Are they focused on changing the world in a meaningful way, like Apple under Jobs? A strong visionary leader can steer a company through challenging times, and their clear direction often translates into consistent success in the market. Don't be afraid to take risks. Steve Jobs was a master of taking calculated risks. He made bold decisions, like investing in the development of the iPhone, despite the fact that no one had successfully launched a smartphone with a touch interface before. Jobs knew that failure wasn't something to fear, it was a learning opportunity. For investors, understanding the risk-reward relationship is vital. Calculated risks can yield high returns, especially when the company is driven by a visionary leader like Jobs. But always remember that risk needs to be carefully assessed and weighed against potential rewards. Companies that embrace bold innovations are often the ones that achieve extraordinary results. Build a strong brand. Steve Jobs knew that a strong brand was the foundation of Apple's success. He built Apple into a global brand that stood for simplicity, quality, and elegance. Apple's brand wasn't just about its products. It was about creating a loyal community of users who identified with the company's values. For investors, a strong brand is a huge asset. Companies with recognizable brands and loyal followings often enjoy higher margins, brand equity, and resilience during economic downturns. When investing, look for companies that have built a brand identity that resonates with consumers. And remember that brand loyalty is often one of the strongest indicators of long-term growth. Keep things simple. One of Steve Jobs' most notable traits was his ability to simplify complex technology. He made sure that Apple's products were intuitive, easy to use, and aesthetically pleasing. By focusing on simplicity, Jobs didn't just design products, he designed experiences. This focus on simplicity extended to Apple's business model as well, where they focused on a core set of products rather than overwhelming the market with endless variations. For investors, this lesson is key. Companies that are able to simplify complex systems and deliver user-friendly solutions often perform better. Complexity can lead to confusion, inefficiencies, and higher costs. So keep an eye out for businesses that focus on streamlined products and operations. Learn from failures and keep evolving. Steve Jobs' journey wasn't without its setbacks. In 1985, after a power struggle at Apple, he was ousted from the company he founded. However, rather than giving up, Jobs took his experiences and created Next, a company that eventually led to his return to Apple in 1996. He also bought Pixar, which later became an animation powerhouse. Jobs' story shows that failure is just a part of the process. Learning from setbacks and continuing to innovate is what drives ultimate success. Investors can take this lesson to heart by understanding that resilience is essential. Companies that adapt, learn from mistakes, and keep evolving are often the ones that thrive in the long run. Learn from failures and keep evolving. Steve Jobs' journey to success wasn't linear. It was filled with significant setbacks, yet he turned every failure into an opportunity for growth. The most prominent of these failures occurred in 1985 when Jobs was forced out of Apple, the very company he co-founded. However, instead of succumbing to defeat, Jobs took his time away from Apple to evolve. He founded Next, a computer company aimed at the higher education and business markets. Although Next didn't succeed commercially, it helped Jobs refine his vision for innovation. In the same period, Jobs also acquired Pixar, which eventually became a leading animation studio and revolutionized the film industry with hits like Toy Story. By 1996, when Apple acquired Next, Jobs returned to the company, bringing with him the knowledge and resilience gained from his failures. For investors, Jobs' story teaches a critical lesson. Failure is not the end, but a stepping stone toward greater innovation and success. Companies that are willing to learn from mistakes and pivot when necessary are the ones that thrive in the long run. This mindset of continuous evolution and adaptation is key in today's fast-paced business world, where the ability to stay flexible and resilient can help a company bounce back stronger after setbacks. When evaluating companies to invest in, focus on leadership that shows resilience, learns from failure, and adapts to changing circumstances. Companies that embrace this approach are often better equipped to weather challenges and seize new opportunities. Think long-term, not just short-term profits. Steve Jobs had a remarkable ability to think long-term, even when the short-term results weren't immediately favorable. One of his most notable long-term plays was the development of the iPhone. When Apple first ventured into the smartphone market, it was a massive risk. The concept of a touchscreen smartphone without a physical keyboard was highly unconventional, and many doubted the product's success. Initially, the iPhone didn't generate the massive profits Apple was known for from its other product lines. However, Jobs didn't focus on immediate returns. He saw the iPhone as a game changer, a product that could redefine not just Apple, but the entire tech ecosystem. Rather than rushing to make quick profits, Jobs focused on creating a revolutionary product that would fundamentally change the way people interacted with technology. Over time, the iPhone became a cornerstone of Apple's growth, and it eventually propelled the company to become one of the most valuable in the world. This long-term focus on innovation, rather than short-term profits, is a lesson that investors should take to heart. Great companies are built on long-term vision, not just quarterly earnings or immediate sales figures. When evaluating investments, look for companies with a strategic long-term plan and innovative products that may take time to fully materialize. Jobs understood that true value comes from creating products and services that transform industries and have lasting impact. There you have it, the timeless business strategies that made Steve Jobs not just a tech icon, but a pioneer in the world of investment and business innovation. Whether it's learning from failure, thinking long-term, or focusing on quality over quantity, his principles offer invaluable insights for any investor. If you're ready to apply these lessons and make smarter investment decisions, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with fellow investors, and subscribe for more valuable content. Remember, building wealth takes patience, vision, and the courage to innovate, just like Steve Jobs. Until next time, stay inspired and keep investing in your future.